Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the managing director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing business leaders in Thailand. Why are we discussing that? Well, we're discussing it because I got to thinking of making this video after reading a recent article from the Bangkok Post, bangkokpost.com. Article is titled, "Desperate for a Long-Term Vision." Quoting directly, business leaders are adamant that they are desperate for the next administration to deliver long-term strategic plans to upgrade Thailand's competitiveness and sustain the country's economic growth. Business chiefs said the country needs more long-term strategic planning to restore and grow the Thai economy, rather than the short-term populist policies that seem to dominate election campaigns. I got to tell you, when I hear this in an American context, it bugs me as much as it's bugging me in this context. And they go into, read the article in further detail if you're interested, because they do sort of, there's people mentioned and things in there, but I would really like to know what business leaders are really looking for the government to promulgate and deliver, and quote, deliver long-term strategic plans to the Thai business community. There has been this trend over the past roughly 30 years since the 90s. I remember in the 90s, and granted I was young, but I remember in the 90s, it was not presumed that the government steps in economically. You know, it was always kind of known that that wasn't really their place. In the sense, and I don't want to get into a whole, socialism versus whatever. It's not my point. It's just, Thailand's a free market economy, albeit a regulated one, which any free market economy should be. The United States has a regulated free market economy. But this notion that the government needs to step in and do something, not only do I find it incorrect on sort of an ideological front, I guess you could say, more to the point has been my practical experience. I mean, we've just spent the last 2.5 years with nothing but government intervention, and economically it turned the country into a wasteland, basically, at least the tourism sector. So now we're calling these folks back to give us a plan for what to do next. Personally, I'd rather they just get out of the way and let businesses just get on with it, because we've had 2.5 years of, quote again, long-term strategic plans, albeit ostensibly not with regard to business, but again, we've had this. It wasn't great. It literally decimated the tourism sector, which was 20% of GDP or 18%, depending on the numbers you read. So, the thing I would take away from this video is, and the thing, I'm kind of adamant about is, hey, government, why don't you just get out of business's way for a while so we can go back and making money and making your tax revenues, and that'll be that.